I sold my subscription business for 1.8 million on Flippa. The culture at Flippa is great. You guys really have the seller's interest at heart. It was super seamless, super easy to understand, and I just knew what I was getting at every step in the process. I just see the future for the company that I built, and I see that it's in capable hands, and they're gonna take it to new levels. I get to say, I founded that company and sold it, and that excites me a lot. My name is Zogby. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and sold a company about a month ago, Highstrike. That company was a digital online trading platform for retail traders and investors to get advice and insights from professional traders and investors. I'm a founder, I'm a CEO, I'm an investor, and I'm an entrepreneur first and foremost. Right now I'm working on an app called Ribbit, and that's kind of what we call exit consulting. So it's working with business owners who maybe aren't at the point where they can sell their company yet, but they want to get there. So what we do is we consult with them and we help them get their company sellable. That's what I work on. I like to work out. I do MMA fighting. I like to punch people in the face, get punched in the face. You have to go out there and either you get beat up or you beat the person up, and it's all on you. I think that mentality carries over to business a little bit, especially being a founder. If you like skip a beat, if you miss a minute, if you make one big mistake, like the whole thing could end in a matter of minutes. I was working a 9-to-5 engineering job. I was working on Highstrike, my company, my first company, in the meantime, kind of nights and weekends for the first 18 months or so. I was putting in this work and I wasn't necessarily seeing a return off the bat, but for some reason, I guess I kept at it, and I was just like, I'm gonna keep trying this. I'm not gonna throw in the towel quite yet. And then one day, everything kind of aligned and just took off for me. And then once the job became my side hustle, the 9-to-5 job became my side hustle, I quit the 9-to-5 job and focused on my business full time. Haven't looked back since. I was big into trading and investing myself. It was something I was passionate about in college. My goal was to try and trade my way, like stock trade my way to wealth, and to try and trade my way up. I quickly realized that that's easier said than done, and it also takes time. So as I was building my trading skills, I also built, the company alongside to kind of provide insight for myself and other traders. So I did a 6-figure month trading in 2019, and I was like, that was the first time I was like, okay, I can probably make this a full-time thing. When I started doing that, I found a fundamental shift in the way that traders think, and that was like the first time I was like, there's a market here. There's a market here for a business that educates traders on, first and foremost, how to not make stupid bonehead trades and save them money that way, but in the same way, make money on the upside and actually trading the correct way. Highstrike is now in the business of providing traders with good, sound trading decisions, advice to make their trades, and we've changed thousands of lives in doing so, and it's a great feeling. Number one thing that we did was focus on good quality content. So we, started making really high quality videos, and we started putting value first, and we started putting front loading all of the stuff that we offered before the purchase to kind of help people gain that trust. Nowadays, even the biggest companies, they're investing a ton of money in content. Even if they're already established, you need good content to, prove to the world, everything revolves around video now. Everything revolves around telling a story. So if you can't do that, you're gonna become obsolete. My goal was one of two things. One is to put Highstrike, my company, in the best capable hands so that it can become a household name one day. And number two, honestly, securing my financial future. Our sale price was 1.8 million. That's a good chunk of change to have at the age of 27, and I can do a lot with that. And I think the vision I have for my next couple ventures is really going to be fueled by some of that money. And I definitely still have big plans. The valuation tool told me 1.5, and then throughout negotiation, we started a bidding war and went up to 1.8. So no complaints there. As someone who wanted to sell my business, I was like, where do I even go to find buyers? Do they exist? But then once we unlocked that kind of access to those buyers, we started a bidding war, and we went back and forth, drove the price up by $300,000, which was insane. The culture at Flippa is great. You guys really have the seller's interest at heart. That and the know-how. I think you guys just have a super refined process, and it was a lot easier than other options that I'd looked into in the past. And It was super seamless, super easy to understand, and I just knew what I was getting at every step in the process. I just see the future for the company that I built, and I see that it's in capable hands, and they're gonna take it to new levels. And that excites me a lot. Like, yeah, sure, money's great, check is great, but like seeing the opportunities for Highstrike to continue growing with a partner that like knows what they're doing and has done this before, it's like, I can't wait for 3 years down the line when Highstrike is like 10 times the size it is now. I get to say, I founded that company and sold it back in 2023. You guys have unlocked an opportunity that I literally, honestly didn't think was possible. I did not think it would be possible to get my business acquired. I thought I was gonna be either running it forever or going to have to get my employees to buy me out or some combination of the two. I did not think it was possible to completely offload it and get the check, to be honest. Just don't stop. Do not stop. Make sure your vision's solid, but once you know in your head that your vision's solid, do not stop, because it will pay off eventually.